The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of rmconair.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Core Group Radio right here on rmconair.com. DJ Sir Tory, Regina after 5.
Hello.
And Mike the Truth, he's MIA today. So it's just me and you holding down the fort.
Hey, okay.
So what's going on? How was the weekend and everything?
Weekend, I had my grandbaby yesterday for a few hours.
Okay.
With his little chubby self.
No gigs and nothing?
No, I was tired. I said I'm staying home this weekend. I crashed out about 8 last night.
8?
Yeah, early. But I woke up at 1:58. And I was up till about 6. I said, forget it.
Nothing on television, was it?
Well, Mad Men finally came on. Mad Men, have you seen that?
What the hell is Mad? No, what is it?
It's an AMC show. AMC has some good series.
What is it about?
Just some admin. It's a lot of drama in it. Some good storylines.
Is it like Beverly Hills Housewives? Real Housewives?
No. It's not reality.
Oh, okay.
It's good. You know, The Walking Dead. And they have Breaking Bad.
I heard about The Walking Dead, but
yeah, I just got into that.
Oh, okay, all right, that's what's up. So 323-965-1600, 323-965-1600. You can call us. What's the After Five's Ratchet Ass Minute? Subject today.
Today is backstabbing friends.
Ooh.
So please call in if you've ever been dogged out by a friend. Let us hear your story.
Yeah, backstabbing friends. Why, you got some backstabbing?
Yeah, I had a few, but I had two major ones. Because I had one who stole my Social Security number.
Ooh.
Yeah, fucked my credit up it took me like over 2 years to get that off my credit because all her evictions fell on my credit report.
Wow. How did she get you? She went into your wallet or something?
You know what? She used to live with my mother, right? And her name is Regina Ingram. I'm Regina Ivory. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to her. I said, how your stuff get on my credit? She said, I don't know. You think it has something to do with, because I used to live with your mother and I named it, practically the same.
Okie doke.
Yeah, and I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt because we've been friends since we was 16. Well, after 2 years of trying to get that off my report, her husband came over to my house. They got into it real bad, and he told me how they got it. And I know exactly what day he talking about because I was filling out some paperwork. Mm-hmm. And someone came to the house, so I went to go answer the door, and they were already over. Mm-hmm. When I went to go answer the door, they wrote down my Social Security number.
Janky.
Yeah. She had like 5 or 6 evictions.
I've had that, having my information at just a janky real estate office, and I had to hire a private investigator. Because the police won't do nothing for identity stuff.
Oh yeah.
Police, they be like, and these people were getting. It was a girl, and she was getting copies of my credit card sent to her mama's house. They was actually sending a duplicate credit card of mine to her mother's house. They were at car dealers, and for like maybe a week,
because that's how they go to see if your credit good like that. That's
we were like a week behind. The PI, the private investigator, he was like a week because it's me calling the credit card people, and they won't even give information. I'm like, well, look, this is me, and somebody's running my credit or whatever, and so anyway, finally, I got one of the credit card companies to tell me she got a hold of another one of my credit cards and was getting. I was like, I just moved, and so I lied to the credit card company to find out what address it was going to, and so that's how we caught her ass. So
at the same time when that happened, I had lost my purse. So the person who found it, my Social Security card was in there. So she was using my Social Security number, and she must have been passing it out to everybody because it was 3 phones in my name.
Yeah.
At 3 different addresses, and she had a Montgomery Ward's card in my name.
Montgomery
she didn't pay.
Ward's?
Yeah, it was a while ago. And when I got my credit history, she was trying to get stuff in Circuit City. What's that, rent to own?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's bad, man. I don't wish that on nobody.
Crazy.
I've had it done.
So yeah, and I had another friend, that she was trying to get with somebody that I had just started seeing. Mm-hmm. And when I found out about it and I asked her about it, she told me, yeah, and I'm going to get with baby too.
Wow.
I'm like, dang, she was the, we had been friends since we was 13.
You didn't give her a proper ass whipping? That wasn't in the car?
No, but the thing is, when she was engaged, her and her fiance was living in Washington. And he had to come to California to take a class for about 6 months. She said, can you keep him entertained, while he out there? I said, sure, And he was a nice looking man too, but I didn't go there.
She asked you to keep her boyfriend.
So, but we was friends. I wouldn't even go there. And also, I didn't even go out with him by myself. I always had somebody with us. But the thing is, I didn't try anything with her, with her dude. I was trying to be a loyal friend, and then for her to, say that to me, that hurt me probably more than anything else ever.
Sometimes it just don't pay to be nice. Just sometimes. I mean, it's hard. It's hard out here for pimping Pinterest, huh? Anyway, let me knock out these football scores here. My Bucks, Tampa Bay, winning in overtime over the Panthers, 27-21. Arizona, Atlanta Falcons, Falcons pulling it out, 23-19. Cleveland and Dallas winning over Cleveland, 23-20. Green Bay and Detroit, boring game. I watched part of this. I couldn't really get interested. But anyway, Green Bay won 24-20. Cincinnati and Kansas City, Cincinnati winning 28-6. The Jets and St. Louis, Jets pulling that one out 27-13. Philadelphia and Washington Redskins finally RG3 31-6 over Philly. And we got the New Orleans Saints and Oakland Raiders, and New Orleans whipped that ass 38-17. And man, we got a shellacking. I mean, the Patriots whipped the Colts' ass.
Wow.
Yeah, 59-24. I mean, man, that's unheard of. 59 points in a football game nowadays, especially NFL. But anyway.
Yeah, but what about them Clippers? They beat the Heat and the Bulls this week.
Look at you.
They killed. That's what they okay.
I seen a commercial where the Clippers got like $6 seats, but your nose will be bleeding. I know.
I'd rather watch it on TV.
Huh?
I'd rather watch it on TV.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's fun to be there at the game.
I bought my boys some tickets to go see the Lakers one time. And my son said, Mom, my seats was so far up, I was scared to keep going up. Felt like we was finna roll backwards. I'm like, ooh, glad I didn't go.
Yeah, them tickets ain't no joke with them tickets. Well, look here. I guess we got your ratchet ass minute out there, backstabbing friends, right?
Yeah.
Again, number's 323-965-1600. And also, we're gonna have a special guest, the Militant. He's gonna call up in the show, to the show today. Yeah, we're gonna see what's going on with him. I know we seen him. What was that? About 3
weeks ago.
4 weeks ago. Yeah, he was doing this thing out there at the Laugh Factory at San Manuel. So that's cool. So we're gonna talk to him, see what he got going on. And I know he writes for a lot of people and does a lot of stuff. So
he got books.
Yeah, be interested to talk to that brother. Plus, he's one of them old school comic view cats.
Yeah.
So
I've been knowing Deep Militant for years, since the early '90s when I was trying to do comedy back then.
Yeah,
and he used to also work with Comic View. One day I went to a taping and he sat me in the front. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was setting me up. I didn't know that. I had just dyed my hair. It was flaming gold. Did you see one of the shows when DL was like, "Ooh, that look natural, Chucky"? He said, "Who you, Malibu Barbie?" That was me.
Man, You killing me.
And, yeah.
Yeah, so all right, so that's cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump on the ones and twos, do my thing, let it bounce, let it swing, and then we come back and we continue with the show.
Cool.
All right, Core Group Radio right here on RMCOnAir.com. DJ Sir Tory in the mix.
You know who it is, DJ Sir Tory on the ones and twos.
Now it's that puff bad shit, Cheech and Chong grass shit, blunts to the head, push pillows, no mattress, speedboat traffic, bitches automatic, cross that line, fuck around and get your ass kicked. We roll shit that burn slow as fucking molasses, probably won't pass it, smoking to the last hit, damn to the ashes. Mary J a bad bitch, Andre 2001, another classic. Go ahead, ask them, bitches about how I be smoking out. Party all night, yeah, it's going down. Quarter rounds and smoke a quarter pound of that good stuff. Oh yeah, we smoking all night. Yeah, puff pass that shit right here, nigga, better than my last batch. Caramel complexion and that ass fat. Exhale, inhale, judge a book by the cover. Discover the soul brother with the megaton, working brunette to blonde. How many Edison con when I respond in full black? With us having converting villains back to back. Amazing grace when I face the great paper chase. For real, it's long overdue, so I don't wanna talk to you. I stroke the hell out of Mademoiselle who insisted every night she get her back twisted in the unlisted. I'm living through my son, so daddy see it this way. I want him in the NFL, his brother in the NBA. No doubt I'm with a piece down in Mecca, all crazy to the lady Eve. None of this is make believe. I breathe some of the most powerful lyrics of our century. Battle physically, conquer mentally. Essentially, you're dealing with a Mecca affair. So anywhere you wanna go, you know I'll take you there.
Yeah, it's your girlfriend's favorite DJ, Sir Tory.
Time to get funky and radical hip as I get to the point.
Rock this funky joint.
Wait a sec, the teacher's got to check the intellect, but I'm a step then give you it, but give you what? The B, the or, the T, I often come to dish it up, but must not be just enough to manifest. The fabric, mathematics, like be that a Asiatic, rock the doing, subtract the static, then that you rock into my concept. Now I got to stand for this why civilized it, hip hop rhyme from a black mind, to kicking it to you all the time. Islam, you like a more a peace sign, represents my way of life and this be that of Islam. I take my time, think before I manifest the rhyme, sharp and accurate to stop the music on a dime. Knowledge me acapella, wisdom G, I'm manifesting, understanding, understood, so there's no need for keep your guessing. Follow me now, see I be rocking. The second hand is ticking, still the posse don't be clocking. Controllers of the clock be ticking closer to the
represent the boot camp clique. You know what they say about brothers who screw face upstate? Yeah, they be getting lazy. Word life, I ain't gon' bull. Ask my man Buff on the streets, he was tough, locked up, he was sweet stuff. Kid is hot, word to Mardu. And get the loot from the man at night from a Timberland. Walk with the shot that I bang with, hang with, gang hanging with the double-edged banger. Boot camp clicks breaking your laws. If you fake me, go boss a cat. Matter of fact, break your jaws. I'ma bring it to your chest like wind. Let me fill your lungs up with all the bulls you have within. But I'ma put it back to parlay. To the weekend, Bucktown overdue every day. Buck 'em down, buck 'em down, buck 'em down. Buck 'em down,
I never should have tripped with a girl in a woman's place, but it was all in her thighs and her cute face. Now see, baby kinda sexy, yeah, she got it going on, but damn, did she have to go and get sprung? Young girl, now let me think. Can I get your attention with my left eye wink, or maybe, please can I call you baby? Or will the budge in my pants drive a young girl crazy?
How could it be? She gave her body so easily. Next was sex on top of me.
Or did I make it too good for you, baby? Now peep, KK's another kid. Still down for the loving, but no further than free. Just see, I gotta play it like I always say it, you know. Girl, I gotta go, gotta go. Now see.
Remix the beat.
Ain't nobody gonna treat you better. Ain't nobody gonna touch you better. Ain't nobody gonna love you better.
Golden era, golden era. Golden era, golden era. Golden era, golden era. Golden era, golden era. Remix the beat.
Ain't nobody gonna treat you better. Ain't nobody gonna touch you better. Ain't nobody gonna love you better. Ain't nobody gonna treat you better. Ain't nobody gonna touch you better. Ain't nobody gonna love you better. And you're in the streets and you have time to yourself. Think of all the love that you get from me that you can't find nowhere else.
That's right.
When you fall away and not around, and temptation fills your heart. Think of all the ways that I'm faithful, babe. When to replace me would be hard, 'cause there's nobody gonna treat you better. Nobody gonna touch you better. Nobody gonna love you more than I am. More than I am. Nobody than I am. Nobody than I am. Nobody's gonna treat you better than I am.
Corporate Radio right here on RMCOnAir.com. DJ Sir Tory wrapping up the mix right there. Regina after 5 in the house holding it down with me today. And right now we got a couple calls on the line, and one of them we got a guy that's been doing comedy a long time, and talking definitely about demilitant. And he does a lot of writing and got books out and all type of things. Definitely talking about my man Demilitant. What's up, Demilitant?
What's up, Tory? How you doing, brother? Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah,
Hey, Demilitant.
That's
Who's this?
He like, who this? I only been knowing you since 1992. When you was the Daishiki man.
Oh, okay.
Oh man,
So
he
you
got.
met with me when I was about 53 years old. Okay.
Hey man, I heard the nervousness in your voice. You was like, "Damn, I got some more child support. I got to pay." What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Good, man, good.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, well, again, thank you for calling up in the show. Wish we could have had you in studio, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah, you don't really want me in the studio.
Why?
Trust me, I'm antisocial, and people say, nah, we can't have him in the studio. He can call in any time, but he comes in here, he makes a mess. He want to drink up all our coffee, and he don't even drink coffee, so he just wastes shit.
Brother, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, man, so go ahead and tell me what you got going on, man. What you got happening right now?
Oh wow, well people can go right now, and I know Katt Williams is the hot news, and I definitely want to talk about him.
Okay.
It's unfortunate. Well, it's unfortunate what's going on, but this was something that you could have seen a long time ago brewing. And that's why I wrote the book, Pimp Down, The Rise and Fall of Katt Williams. For your listeners that aren't familiar, there is a book out. It's been out for about a year about Katt and his problems. And I wrote for him for 2 years, and I knew he had mental illness problems. And we tried to do an intervention 4 years ago. Those people who watched the footage in Oakland from the other night, as well as the footage from Denver, and all the footage you've seen over the last, year and a half or so, you should have never seen that. You should have never seen that side of Katt. You should remember the Katt from Norbert. You should have remembered the Katt from Pimp Chronicles 1 and American Hustle and all that, not the guy melting down on stage. So you, the militant, is saying Katt Williams had some mental issues? Yes, I am saying that. And doctors said it before me, because I'm not a doctor. I'm just a comedian. I just repeat what I hear.
Wow.
I saw something on Facebook.
I don't think of any of this stuff.
Damn. Wow, that's deep.
They diagnosed him as bipolar.
Okay.
So he has to take medicine. Remember when Mike Tyson was taking lithium to stay stable?
Oh, with that dreaded Robin Givens and Barbara Walters.
Yeah. I remember that.
Right.
That was like the
lithium. Robin Givens messed with his head.
Yeah.
Stopped taking lithium, and then Buster Douglas whooped his ass.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all remember that. Well, Katt not taking whatever drugs he's supposed to be taking now, and maybe taking some drugs he shouldn't be taking now. That's whooping his ass. And so that's why you see what I consider a brilliant comedian melting down on stage in front of thousands of people and millions on YouTube.
Okay, maybe I'm unfamiliar. Did he have a meltdown? Excuse me, somewhere on stage?
Yeah, this happened just Oakland Friday night. He was arrested in Oakland for getting involved in a fight, according to TMZ, and I guess police reports too.
Damn.
and then he was released in time enough to go ahead and do a show in Oakland that night. Unfortunately, he was released in time enough to do that show, and that show it really it's reverberating all over the place right now, because if you go to YouTube and you take a look at it, it's very uncomfortable to watch. Extremely.
Wow.
I don't know I don't know who there has seen it. Anybody there seen it?
I saw something on Facebook
Did you
last
see it?
night.
No, but I heard about it.
She said she heard about it. Well, no, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. Wow. But I will. I definitely check that out. When I get back to the house. But man, that's.
Well, I'm sure you've heard or seen some of the other footage that is not the Katt that you were familiar with.
The latest one I knew about was the gun pulling on Faison Love. I mean, so and
I think last summer, some girl from DeSoto, Texas, she put something on Facebook about how bad his show was out there, and said the jokes was far and in between, and it just wasn't funny.
Yeah. Now, on that particular tip, what Katt does is he uses his audience to work out material. When you get to a certain point in your career, and when I say that, I'm talking about as far as your name value, how big you are. It's hard to go to a regular club and just work out material.
Yeah.
Because they're expecting you to give them a show. Oh, Katt Williams is here. Dave Chappelle is here.
Right.
So they're expecting more than just... And Chris Rock, to his credit, does it the only way you can do it when you have a big name. He breaks a pad right up on stage, puts it right there on the stool, looks at it and just goes joke for joke for joke and marks it down with a pen like that one worked, that one didn't, and he tells the audience,
Right.
that joke worked. Thanks for helping me out with that one. So they understand you trying material out.
Right. Hey, DeMilitone, we got somebody on the line. They want to say what's up to you, man. They want to holler at you real quick.
Really? My mama's here. Okay. Come on.
Court Group Radio, who's on the line?
Who else do I want to talk to besides my mama? Okay, who else you got?
Hello.
What's going on?
What's
Hey,
up?
Keith.
Look around, D Militant.
Motherfucking Keith Morris.
What's going on?
Oh, my nigga, god dang it.
How that
wasn't
baby
talking
doing?
to you. Okay, you gonna have to call me after this show because I'm having a show. I do my own show. I've got a blog talk radio show that has nothing to do with the timing of this show. So in which case we're not in conflict, and I want you to be one of the panelists on this Tuesday. So give me a call. If y'all don't know, this is when they came up with catchphrases. This man had them all. Look around. A check is a motherfucking raggedy man. Wait a minute. What else did you have? You had about 5 of them.
Dick come with the drink.
Right. Dick comes with the drink.
Man, that
How many brothers have said that in a club? You owe that to this man right here. You know you didn't come up with it yourself. You're not that original. You heard it on the street. This man admitted Dick come with the drink.
Everything I do is original.
that definitely sounds like Keith.
Y'all know I'm at work right now, chilling, getting paid free county money.
That shit hooked me up.
Yeah, in there wasting, running up their phone bill and
Hey,
stuff.
that's what you work for the county for.
Yeah. Well, look here. So yeah, I know you guys are familiar, and y'all definitely was on this
Oh, D
circuit.
Militant is one of my favorite comedians who always came down and supported me wherever I did.
Yeah.
You know.
Same here.
D Militant's definitely one of them.
As far as I'm concerned, you are a legend. They like to use that word.
Well,
but
we are, because you was
There you
around
go.
when I was
Appreciate
around.
Man, y'all lathering up each other pretty good, man.
Well, because D Militant is one of
Well,
my
that's the way
favorites,
it's
you know.
supposed to be. We ain't supposed to be hating on each other. See, that's that bullshit.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead.
Hey, my topic today is backstabbing friends. Anyone of y'all been
I don't.
dogged
Oh
out
yeah,
by
I had
a friend?
a backstabbing comic friend.
Since y'all suzzing
You
each
said
ain't
other
gonna
comic
up.
say his name.
friend. Well, tell us the story.
Well, you know, this is the story. This is how it happened. This is when I was in the club, right? And I had to bring one of my young tenders out back in the day.
Man, you know she was
She rough and
75.
tough now. Huh?
You know, so the nigga backstabbed me and slept with her. And he told me.
Sound like they
I know
both
who you're talking
backstabbed
about.
you.
And he told me.
I know who backstabbed you.
And I would never, I mean, as a friend, no, he'd never be a friend.
That's
But
right.
but if I need to hire him to do a show, I will hire him as a show because he is a funny comedian.
Now wait, hold on, Keith. Now you sure this wasn't ain't no fun if the homies can't have none?
No, this
type
wasn't no fun if the
situation?
homies couldn't have none. I don't roll like that.
Okay, all right.
You know, but it's just how people, you know, they'll do that to you. You know, and it's like, you know, we all in this business, you know, when you take your girl out or your friend, you know, you don't supposed to touch them.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
thing, friends
absolutely.
can last forever, but
You don't supposed to touch them. And when you go behind somebody back and do that, you know, you fought both of them, but, you know, you still don't trust that person no more because, you know, you supposed to be a homie of mine and I hire you and I pay you. Nigga, I can never trust you again.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care, but it's just the point. As a backstabbing partner, you don't do that. You know, and it's just like me.
well, that's what backstabbing partners do.
Yeah, but that's why I don't have no friends. You know, like I say, I can trust these militant because I mean we came up together. We ain't been around each other years and years, and I know his mentality and he knows mine. You know, I respect
Right.
your woman. What does you respect mine?
Well, yeah, especially if you have history with that
Yeah,
woman.
and I'm not going to go out there and say, "Oh man, I'm gonna sleep with your woman behind your back." No, it ain't no happening. So it's
Wait
a
a
lot
minute, how
of,
tight was you guys though? Was you friends or was you just, you know?
No, we all friends. You know, when I call you and say, let's do a show, I'm not going to call you because I ain't kicking it with you as a friend. You know, I'm not going to call nobody I don't know that I can't trust or somebody I can't hire, we can't work together. You know, somebody I roll with sometimes or we go eat together. That's a friend like we did last week, you know.
Yeah.
Them are
Yeah.
friends. Like, you know, the two on the radio, Mike and T, is still friends with me. Now, you start sleeping with my woman, nigga, we ain't no friends no more.
Right.
Nah, brother.
Because you're not talking about some chick you met at a club
That's
or
right.
a movie or nothing like that. If I take you out, you're my woman.
That's right.
Yeah.
What about you, Demilitine? Somebody stabbed you in the back before?
Oh, hell yeah, but you don't want to talk about it.
Nah, go ahead, put it out there, man. We
You don't want to talk about it.
we got time to burn up.
So what? You gonna need some therapy if you talk about it? Let this be your therapy.
Yeah, come on with it, man.
Shoot, I've been stabbed a lot of times, but I guess the major one, the one that Keith don't want to talk about. I talk about it.
I mean, you can talk about it, but don't say his name.
No, I won't say his name, but everybody knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, everybody knows.
I used to produce BET's Comic View. I put a brother down. He was my friend. I put him down on Comic View. He got a half hour. He got an hour. What's a half hour? Hour long special. No, it was an hour long.
Oh, okay.
That was the whole kit.
Wow.
He had an hour, and he couldn't do the time.
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted me to put all his jokes on the teleprompter. In other words, you do somebody a favor, and then they want more. You loan them money and they want double that.
Yeah, you give them an inch, they want a yard. Yeah.
Yeah, so some friends are like, a little overly needy. So I helped the brother out plenty of times, booked him on the road. Everybody knew we were Titan buddies and all that stuff. Me and my wife broke up. Come to find out, who was the shoulder that she was crying on? My buddy. I come home one day to pick up my daughter and take her to lunch. This nigga sitting on the couch, kicking it in the middle of the afternoon with his feet up on the couch that I bought.
Wow.
I didn't know anything about it. Now, if you're my boy, you should at least say, you know what, I'm going to go grab your wife. Hey, you threw her on the side of the road. You didn't want her. Why can't I have her? But,
wow.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Listen to this story. My ex, two of his neighbors, brothers, one of their girlfriends lived across the street from my mother. So the older brother moved in with his girlfriend. They had 2 kids. Well, when the younger brother got evicted from his apartment, they took him in. The younger brother, they changed rooms. Randy was sleeping on the couch, and Lamont moved up in the bed with Esther. Then she wound up getting pregnant by him, so she have kids that's brother and sister and cousins. She had 2 by the older brother, 1 by the younger brother.
Wow. And then there was Keith.
No. Hell no, man. I got too many kids be claiming somebody else's shit.
Well, look here. We're going to take a small pause for the calls. Both of y'all brothers, y'all hang on in line.
Yeah.
Y'all got time? Y'all cool?
Yeah, we cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a small pause for the calls right here. Core Group Radio right here on RMCOnAir.com.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12. With a ginger ale lemon lime flavor, Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
Core Group Radio right here on RMCOnAir.com. DJ Sir Tory, Regina After 5. Demilitine and Keith Morris on the phone. Hello, y'all still there?
Oh, yeah, we're still here.
I'm still here. We ain't going nowhere.
Did I tell you I work for the county?
Yeah, man, that's why LA County trying to raise their taxes now on these poor folks, man. People like you, man.
That's right.
I know, I'm sick of it.
See, unfortunately, I work for me. And that's why I can't fire myself, because I'm a sneaky bastard. Like
You gotta watch yourself.
I don't trust me as an employee.
I heard that. So yeah, any other stories? And Keith, look at you trying to be all incognito, man, and you missed to let it all hang out.
Well,
brother.
but sometimes we don't want to. I mean, because they like I say, they're gonna pay for it the long run. You know?
For sure.
I can say their name, but it don't make a difference because it's like they gonna pay for it because somebody gonna get their ass in the long run.
Yeah. Well, we ain't gonna put them on blast like that.
There's certain people you put on blast, and then other people you don't. Speaking of, we do want to go back to the book, Pimp Down: The Rise and Fall of Katt Williams. We don't want them to forget about that.
Yeah.
It is at Amazon.com. We're making a movie about it.
Wow.
I got
a part?
They optioned the book, and we got the musical people and the director. I mean, if you ain't got a soundtrack nowadays, you ain't got a movie. We got the.
Now listen, I know this might sound like a stupid question, but did Katt bless this?
Did Katt bless it?
Yeah.
Katt's mentally ill. Whether he blesses it or not is no concern of mine.
I just had to get it out there, brother.
I just want to know, can I get a little part in it?
I can direct you to the casting person. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, D, you talk to Robert?
I can give you an inside track. Huh?
Robert Townsend, you still talk to him yet?
Yeah, I talked to Robert. We wanted to have Robert do a cameo in it as opposed to direct it because it's kind of Robert directs certain kind of movies and hardcore really isn't his brand.
Yeah.
And this is going to be like. It's not, see, this is the whole deal. For anybody who's read the book, they already know it's not a slam Katt Williams book. It deals with the subject of fame, and Katt is a prime example of somebody who got famous without connections, without any of the Hollywood bullshit. He came from Dayton, Ohio. Nobody knew who the hell he was. He shot past a whole bunch of people, got famous, and then once he got famous, he realized, what am I going to do with it?
He couldn't handle it.
Well, that's go back to the you get a lot of people, they win the lottery, they win 10, 20, 30 million dollars, and it's 2 years later they're broke.
Yeah.
Totally broke.
Drugged out.
Yeah, because they don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to handle the money.
The difference to those people is Katt Williams came in the door as a pimp. Now he's a thug. He's hanging with Suge Knight now. Sorry, Suge, but it's public knowledge. He hangs with Suge Knight now. And the bottom line is, you hook up with Suge Knight when you're trying to get on your way up. You know, once you're at the top, you ain't looking for Suge Knight to be your buddy. I mean, come on, really?
Wow.
You're a 40-year-old gangbanger? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So that's why this book kind of needs to be written, because the story needs to be told. You have to have an agenda coming in the door. And Keith knows as well as anybody, Keith always had an agenda. Keith knew what he wanted to do, what he wanted to do in show business, what did he want to do out of show business. Because Keith knew Keith. So everybody going into this business, if you're not grounded, if you don't know who you are, I can give you $20 million tomorrow. I'll come back next week, you may be broke. I give you $20 million tomorrow. Next week, you may have $100 million.
Yeah.
It all depends on what kind of person you are.
Right. All right, I can get with that. I understand that. But damn, man, you definitely dropping some bombs out here. So is that do you have any other books out there, or I know that's the most prevalent one you got out there?
I got 4. Black Comedians on Black Comedy is in libraries. It was made to the documentary Why We Laugh by Robert Townsend, which is probably why Keith brought him up. And that's been airing on Showtime since February 2010.
Okay.
And, wow. And so, to me, to be quite honest, like I said, I got 4 books out. That will probably be my most important book because it has influenced, so far, it's been out 6 years, it's already influenced a generation of comedians who contact me on Twitter, Facebook, in person, try to seek me out to let me know they became a comedian because of the book, or they stayed in the game because of the book. They read the book daily. Eddie Murphy has told me personally it sits on his coffee table. Arsenio told me the same thing. So to me, that will always probably be my most important book. To me, though, the book we're talking about right now, Pimp Down, should be the most influential book because it does talk about fame and it should influence people's... The main question the book asks is, why do you want to be famous? If you can't answer it, stay away from that shit.
Have you ever taught comedy or thought about teaching comedy?
I do online mentoring, and I just had a pupil last month fly out from Denver, Colorado to California for a weekend mentoring session. So yeah, I do that, folks. If you would be comics, if you got the money to come on out and see me, where
Demilitant, tell me, I'm fresh out of Idaho and I want to have a mentoring session with Demilitant. Walk me through that a little bit.
What? Well, this is what a lot of people complain about, not only in entertainment but in sports. That a lot of new people don't know the fundamentals. So I would teach you the fundamentals. Number one, I would give you an appreciation of the craft of comedy itself. It's not just getting up there and telling jokes. There's a whole line of people that came before you that you should know about. That way you know where your influences came from and who your yardstick is. Like me personally, my yardstick is Paul Mooney. And damn near every aspect of everything that he has done, as far as a performer, as far as behind the scenes and in front of the scenes. So that's my personal yardstick, and everybody should have one. So I would teach you the appreciation of the craft. I would also teach you how to write. A lot of comics don't know how to write, straight up. Mm-hmm. Period. It's easy to steal, but I can teach you how to write in your style. I would ask you one major question, and from there, I can make you a better comedian very easily. What makes you funny? Because if you don't know that yourself, that's going to open up a whole can of worms. But if you do know, then we'll tap into that.
Okay, now is all this happening around your dining room table while you got some fish cooking and frying some fish in the bags and hush puppies and some grits? I mean, what?
Or you order a pizza.
And
I ain't cooking no nigga no grits. You fucking kidding me? Gotta call Papa John.
Oh man!
And so
Come on, brother.
Hope Flood, she's doing something for female comics, right?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, we have a book. Don't let me forget that. Yes, I'm married to Lady Tuesday, who is a comedian, an authoress, a blogger, a radio personality, and my wife. She also does speaking engagements, and she did all that in 1 year. That's pretty damn good. Way to put up the flashes.
You said your wife is a comedian?
Yeah, my wife's a comedian.
Who's your wife?
Lady Tuesday.
Lady Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and Google her. Yeah, Facebook her or whatever. And she, when I married her, we were talking about, comedy, of course. And she was telling me all the stuff that females go through. And I'm like, well, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I know what y'all go through. And she told me the story. Just like, I didn't know shit. What y'all go through. I heard that we got a book out called Comedians Laugh Be a Lady. And it's living history. And when I say that, we talk about everybody. Female comedy started back in the 10th century in the convent with a German nun. She wrote the first comedies, and they performed it for bishops and the Pope and all that. It became secular, like by the 16th century. Well, what happened was we wrote a book called Comedians Laugh Be a Lady. Now, when I say living history, we cover the chicks that are going on from then all the way up to now. So you're going to get Monique. You're going to get some more. You're going to get everybody right now that you see, Coco Brown, Cheryl Underwood, all of them are in the book, as well as the Latin divas of comedy, as well as Margaret Cho, Rosie Tran, all the Asians, and of course white females.
Okay.
Don't want to leave out the mainstream chicks.
And even Aisha Tyler?
Yeah, she's in the book. Now, what we do in the book, you've got bios in the book, as well as interviews with people like Myra J., who's in the book, who used to work out with Robin Harris all the time. Thea Vidal did the foreword for the book. I don't want to forget that. Because to me, Thea is the first African-American female to have a show network TV show named after her. You can't get more historic than that. So we wanted to have her as part of the book. Miss Laura's in there, who's a friend. Linnell's in there. Melody's in there. So it's more than just the old favorites that everybody knows, Lucy, Carol
Yvette Wilson,
Ellen, everybody else. We in there too.
Okay, all right. That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
But now some of the stories that amazed me was, chick told her, now, the wife did all the interviews because women will tell other women stuff they ain't going to tell no dude.
That's right.
Yeah. There you
now,
go.
Since I'm a smart dude, I put my woman in to go ahead and get all that information and come back and tell me. So that's how it works out.
All right.
Because I ain't a dumb nigga. So anyway, one of the stories was the comedian came out of her shower in the hotel, and she's thinking she's in a room alone because that's how she was when she walked in the shower. She come out, the promoter's sitting in the front room talking about, he on the couch with his legs folded, talking about, hey, you want to go to the mall? Want to go see a movie? Want to go shopping? He's like, nigga, how the fuck you get in here? And he's talking about, well, you know, shit, I had the other key. Because when you check in a hotel, they have 2 keys. Well,
Right.
the promoter paid for your room. He kept the key. Now he coming in there talking about dick come with the gig.
Wow.
He wanted some extra
He
pay.
wanted him some extra job done. And what you need to
And Keith will tell you, that don't happen to dudes.
you need to have a topic on scandalous ass promoters too.
Hey, watch yourself. Watch yourself. Watch
Scandalous
yourself.
ass promoters.
No scandalous here, man.
Oh yeah, like
Straight up and down.
one particular one that show in San Diego.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, old boy, but
I went to school with him.
Jesus, yeah, that was
You know what we talking
horrible.
about, Keith?
I know.
Yeah. Supposedly, they got a little something coming up on a TV show about that, but I ain't gonna put it out there. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah. But anyway,
I have never got stiff, but some of these promoters stiff a lot of these comics because these comics don't know how to play their game right, you know?
well,
Well, there's a promoter. Now, Keith, did you ever get stiffed by Pierre?
No, I never got. I never got stiff by Pierre because I'm a street nigga. I'll kill a motherfucker for my money.
you gonna give me my $50?
And I tell a nigga straight up front, nigga, don't have me bring my gun.
Oh man, that sounds like some Katt Williams stuff right there. So Demilitime, what do you know about that the Faison Love and Katt Williams incident? Do you know anything about that or?
Yeah, actually I do. My understanding from people on Faison's side, because nobody on Katt's side ever talks, because Katt will get mad at them, and of course, you know, you don't want a 4'2" motherfucker mad at you.
He won't get no paycheck.
No, actually, he's 5'3" or 5'4". I should not belittle his height.
Yeah, D. I seen you. I seen you too, brother.
I shouldn't cut him off at the knees. Okay, we've done enough. All right. No, what happened with the Faison thing was Katt, when he first started this comeback tour, he was advertising Faison, and whether they had a contract or not, I do not know that. I don't know if Faison was supposed to be there, but Faison was not there, or he didn't get paid. It was something involving money, according to the Faison camp, that Katt owes him money. And, you know, Katt has a reputation of owing people money. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are employed by him, Katt was one of the most generous bosses I've ever worked for. So I do want to point that out. The book is called Pimp Down the Rise and Fall of Katt Williams, but let's not negate the rise part. And I will say this, I've worked a lot of jobs in my lifetime. Katt was one of the best bosses I ever had. Once his mental illness took over, he became a terrible individual, and he was somebody that needed help. But before that, he was the coolest dude in the world. So I would be the first to say that. And Keith knows Katt. You remember Katt when he was fucking cool.
Fuck that nigga.
Oh, okay.
There you
Nigga
go.
stabbed me in my back
There
in my
you
house
go.
at the casino club. You know that. Fuck
There
that
he
nigga.
go. There go Keith.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. You're the original nigga that had beef with him. Okay.
Fuck that motherfucker.
There you go. Well, look. So let me ask you this, Demilitant.
Yeah.
Do you think Katt could ever get back on top of his game?
Nope. No.
I mean, with proper counseling or
he got too many
medication.
He got too many cases against him. He got too much drugs in his system. He don't know how to fucking get his mind right, so he's never going to get back to where he's at. They may book him and find out his ass ain't shit after they pay him, but no, he's never going to get to his status ever again.
He probably will.
No, never. Because too many people are not going to work with him.
He's like, no, never, no. Fuck him, no.
if you're talking about the Katt Williams that everybody knew back in 2005, 2008, or 9, no, I don't think he'll ever get back to that.
No.
And I believe that is more a matter of timing. I agree with a lot of the things Keith just said, but if he went to rehab and he cleaned up and all that other stuff, yeah, he could get back to being as funny as he was, but everything is based on timing. They were supposed to do In Living Color. They're not going to do it because it's been done. It was 20 years ago. If it's not, as Keenan said this, if it's not going to be as good or funny, let's leave it alone. And I agree. You can come out with Def Jam tomorrow if you want to, but you ain't coming out with Def Jam where you ain't never heard of Chris Tucker. You ain't never really checked out Martin the way you checked him out. You didn't know who the fuck Bernie Mac was. You're not going to get that Def Jam where Adele Givens said sucking your dick would be like a
tic-tac. Tic-tac.
You're not going to get that again because that's when the whole world met a whole slew of black comics they didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
So Demilitant. So let me just get this straight. Is the book more about Katt trials and tribulation, or more about comedy being bipolar?
It's more. It's more about, like I said, it's more about fame, and it's about Katt's rise and his descent.
Okay. So it's more about his trials and tribulations.
I want to point out, we're talking about that specific era of time. If Katt goes on and has a sterling movie career or gets a TV show and he's the biggest thing 10 years from now, that has nothing to do with that book, because that book dealt with the period of time that I dealt with. You know what I'm saying? And I even say that at the end of the book. Katt's a relatively young man, so he can have a career. He can go into politics. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do.
Okay, let me give you a topic.
I told.
Okay, hold on, D. Hold on. Just like Andrew Dice Clay, when we came up in the Comedy Store, Andrew Dice Clay was one of the biggest actors fucking around. Once he beat these women down, his career never have ever been the same.
I didn't hear about that.
Oh my God!
Dice Clay was putting foot up women's ass.
No. It wasn't that he just talked so bad about the women.
Oh, well, okay.
Right.
And they didn't appreciate that, so they boycotted his ass.
I didn't know he was balling up his fist. I was getting ready to say
No. It just, when you talk
Hickory
so
dickory dock.
as a comic, when you beat people down so bad, they boycott you. Andrew Dice ain't never been the same since he made a lot of money.
Right.
And he's still funny to me, but he's never going to be Andrew Dice Clay again. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He's Vegas Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing. What people just saying is the same thing that can happen to Katt. If Katt doesn't really blow back up this time with all the second chance he's being given, he can always do Vegas. He can always do Branson, Missouri. He can always do Atlantic City. He's still got a fucking name. He can always do low-budget movies. But he will never be that mega star he could have been back in 2008 when his tour made $50 million. And he popped.
Wow.
Huh.
He ain't going to be that guy again.
Man.
But, like I say, when you stay in trouble with the law and steady doing stupid shit, nobody wants to work with you. There's nobody in this industry going to want to fuck with him because they're going to say he's jeopardizing the money we invested in him, and therefore we're not going to lose out.
Right.
It's
just like the tour he's on now. That's a big money tour. If these people made $50 million with you last time, what do you fucking expect they think they're going to make this time? And you doing stupid shit on stage, they're not going to have it. Dude, you're insured. Your tour is insured.
Yeah.
They ain't going to lose no money on your ass. Trust.
Huh. Yeah. Especially white people. No, they ain't about that.
And then he putting guns on people, right?
Rich white people. No, they ain't.
So, as comics, you have to learn how to be humble because your career can end today or it can blow up tomorrow. Nobody knows.
I think you should be humble in everything you do, not just in comedy.
When them people out there paying you to be somebody and do something, you got to chunk that shit up and go make this money, and whatever else you do on the side, do it on the side. But as long as you out there and people investing in you, you got to follow rules.
Yeah, it's rules. It's rules everywhere, man.
You got to follow them. Yeah, I don't give a fuck how big you get in this business. Your ass can fall and never come back up.
Yeah, well.
And you also got to remember, if you get big in this business, you're new big. This motherfucker has been big 20, 30. Eddie Murphy been big for 30 years. There's people been big longer than him. They've been at the party a long time. They know when you walk in the door, you new to the party. They've been there.
Yeah.
They just had
wait to see how you gonna act before they kick you out the door or say, come on back deeper into the house.
Right. You,
Yeah,
you definitely gotta learn to play the game. Go ahead.
No, Spike Channel just did a 30-year anniversary on Eddie Murphy.
Yeah,
It was
I
pretty
seen
good.
that.
You saw it?
That was cool. Yeah.
And his son is doing comedy. Call himself Brando. He is hilarious.
How you know it's his son?
He looked just like him.
Look don't mean shit. I can be his dad.
No, he looked just like him. He was funny though.
Take
You
Keith.
could be
And
anybody's
he only been
daddy.
doing comedy
right.
Take
for what?
Keith to be a negative Nelly.
I'm worried about you, Keith, or me. Shit, you can be my daddy, nigga.
Well, D. Militine.
Many kids you got, motherfucker.
Well, D. Mil-
Hey, DeMilitine, he won an award at our family reunion for having the most kids. His daughter was so embarrassed.
He shows that off like it's the Oscar.
Goddamn right.
Well, look here, D.
You
Militine.
have right now. Seriously. I mean,
that I'm claiming 6.
yeah.
Yeah,
Seven.
but he got like 16.
I claim 7, but I got about a whole lot more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you had the football squad by now.
Shit, I probably
knew you
do.
had the-
Shit,
I
he
knew
got
you
two
had at least the
teams.
starter.
He got the
He got,
Jacksons.
he got 2 football
Twice
teams.
folded.
He
Oh,
got
but
the
that-
Cleveland
hey,
Browns.
Get off my kids now. That don't mean
He got the Cleveland Browns,
But my kids got benefits.
and he got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hey, D. Militine, go ahead, man. You got any shows coming up? And go ahead and plug your book and everything that you got going on, brother.
Yeah, I've got a show in Corona, California coming up this Wednesday with AD out there, and that's at Mill Creek. I have a speaking engagements. We are starting our book tour, me and Lady Tuesday. We're doing the books Black Comedians on Black Comedy, Meets Comedians, Laughs Be a Lady. That book tour has kicked out actually last week in St. Helena, California. Our next stop is New Orleans, which we're doing at the beginning of December, and from there we're in North Carolina, South Carolina, Oklahoma, New York, actually all over the country. So let me not try to name them all. The other book that I did not mention, I did mention Black Comedians on Black Comedy, Pimp Down the Rise and Fall of Katt Williams, Comedians, Laugh Be a Lady. But the other book is Forefathers, which is the telling of the American Revolution by a black man who happened to have passed for white and was president back then.
Wow.
So it's some history a lot of people don't know about. It came out July 4th. Unfortunately, Cat started doing crazy shit and it overshadowed this book. But I ain't complaining. The movie Pimp Down comes out next year, and so look out for that. And it will be a very good movie, and hopefully Cat goes to see it if they.
I hope y'all I want to be a part of it.
Hey,
hopefully you still have the same phone number. If not,
I got the same number.
Okay, good, because I ain't trying to hide from nobody either, so I got the same number.
Yeah, I got the same
You and I
number.
need to hook up, because I wanted to have you on my show.
Sure.
And, man, I'm glad you guys had me on this show.
Hey, Keith, go ahead quickly. You got anything going on, or you just
I'll
gonna
be
be
at work
working
for
it?
the next 5 days.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
LA County U.S.
Do a good
Medical
job,
Center.
Negro, and
If
make sure you
anybody needs some help,
and
don't
listen-
look me up because I ain't no fucking doctor.
and change the cakes in them urinals too, man.
The show has been canceled for November the 28th at the Normandy Casino. He said it's supposed to go back in December, so I got to call Peanut and let him know that I'm still going to be on the show for him. So sometime in December at the Normandy Casino, if it don't get canceled again. You know how these promoters are. But other than that, no, I'm just steady doing my thing, steady trying to write this script.
All right. And D. Militine, you can pick up all your books right there at Amazon.com.
Amazon.com, and you can go to my website, which is www.ccomedytime.com. I'm going to tell you what the C stands for, because it fucking don't stand for cat. What the C stands for is conscious. So I don't expect some of you motherfuckers to know how to spell it. So it's C Comedy Time, not Conscious Comedy Time. CComedyTime.com. You can get all 4 of my books, and you can get CDs and find out about the blogs. And also our radio show, Tuesdays with D. Militine, which comes on every Tuesday, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern at blogtalkradio.com/Cherry Rich.
Okay, that's what's up. After 5, you got any shows coming up real quick?
No, just working right now.
All right.
Hanging out.
Well, look, I'd like to thank very, very much D. Militine for calling in, brother, and blessing us with that information. And also, County Worker Keith
That's right.
Morris. Appreciate you.
Overtime, baby. Overtime.
Calling and chiming in. And I'd like to thank our listeners out there for listening to us. And also OG Poetess holding down the boards. I got it this time. Holding down the boards for us and taking care of us. So for DJ Sir, for Regina after 5, DJ Sir Tory, the Militant, Keith Morris. This is Core Group Radio, and we're on here every Sunday right here on rmconair.com, and we'll see you next Sunday, 6:30 p.m. PST time. All right.
Peace out.
Peace
out. See y'all later.
Bye bye.